Welcome back to the channel. My name is Gordon Frayne, and today we're talking all about Aerodrome Yield Farming. As always, if you enjoy the content, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below, hit that subscribe button as well, and if you want to get notified about similar videos, make sure to smash that bell notification icon. And before we get into the video, make sure to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's going to be linked in the description below. Grab it while it's free. It is my gift to you, and let's get into the video. So, Aerodrome, as the leading protocol on the base ecosystem, has been incentivizing yield farmers and liquidity providers to earn cash flow and yields over the course of the past year since the base network launched back in August 2023. And again, what we've done here is we've come over to DeFi Llama and we've come into the chains area, and first and foremost, we can see how Base is the sixth largest chain in terms of total value locked. There's over $1.5 billion worth of locked capital within the Base ecosystem. And when we go into Base, we can see that the Aerodrome protocol and decentralized exchange is the leading protocol within the Base ecosystem with over $580 million in total value locked. So, where is the opportunity here for you to earn money with Aerodrome? Well, first and foremost, you might be bullish on Aerodrome itself as the leading DEX within the Base ecosystem, and you could hold Aerodrome as a result of that and speculate on the fact that Aerodrome has a lot of potential for upside over the course of the next 12 to 15 months as we move through the bull cycle. I think we're going to be seeing increases in TVL along with an increase in the price of the Aerodrome token over the course of the next 12 to 16 months. So that would be one very good bet. Again, this video is not financial advice, so take all of this with a grain of salt. But what I really wanted to talk about on today's video is the opportunity for yield farming in the fact that Aero are incentivizing all of the rewards for providing liquidity to all of these different pools on their decentralized exchange. So again, if we come over to the pools area here, I've filtered this for Aerodrome, and you can see here how the TVL is mapped out for all of these different pools. So we've got pools for USDC Aero, for ETH USDC, OVN USD Plus, even some stablecoin pools that have some pretty healthy yields, 15 to 20% here for supplying liquidity to stablecoin pairs. But what I wanted to highlight here is the fact that the reward APY for all of these pools is actually being incentivized by Aerodrome and how the voting happens within the Aerodrome ecosystem. So these rewards and these incentives are being voted on by holders of Aero tokens that have locked them up over time. But this is different from doing simple and straightforward automated market making on other protocols like Uniswap, because each week there is an epoch within the Aerodrome ecosystem where people will vote on which pools should receive more or less of these reward incentives. And again, we can jump over to Aerodrome and their documentation to see just how this works. So VE Aero voters basically vote on Aero emissions and how those emissions are distributed across all of these different pools where liquidity is being provided by liquidity providers. So again, people will vote and these reward APYs will fluctuate and go up and down based on how many votes a particular pool receives. So again, as a liquidity provider within the DeFi ecosystem, you serve to benefit firstly from providing liquidity into these pools, but secondly, by understanding the mechanics of how these APYs and reward APY emissions are distributed. So again, you can come over to platforms like VFAT, which allow you to enter and exit by providing liquidity to these different trading pools within the Aerodrome ecosystem. And I'm just taking one example here with this concentrated liquidity pool for Ethereum and USDC. You can see here that the weekly rewards that have been given to this particular pool is 1.35 million Aero tokens, which is equal to about $789,000 US. And that is the rewards that the liquidity providers in this particular pool will receive over the course of the epoch. And the epoch runs from a Wednesday to a Wednesday within the Aerodrome ecosystem. And as you can see here, depending on how wide we put our range for this particular liquidity pool, we've got an 8% wide range here. It's showing us that we can earn about 104% APR by providing liquidity with an 8% range based on the weekly rewards for this pool and based on the amount of total stake TVL, because the staked TVL and the total stake TVL is going to earn rewards based on the weekly reward emissions for that epoch, and depending on the total value of stake TVL, that is that the percentage of the APR that you're going to earn is going to be divided by the amount of stake TVL and rewarded TVL in that particular pool. So how can we track this? We can track this using this Dune dashboard over on Dune for the Aerodrome protocol metrics. And you can actually see what we've done here is we have gone in and we've taken this exact same pool for the concentrated liquidity pool for Ethereum USDC. And you can see here, we're going back in time for each epoch, which is equal to 1 week in time. And you can see how the reward emissions are changing over time. So 5 weeks ago, it was just over 1 million AERO tokens. Then it jumped up to 1.2. Then it jumped up to 1.4. Then it jumped up to 1.5. And then this most recent epoch, it dropped ever so slightly to 1.352, which is that exact same number you see here, 1.35 AERO tokens as the rewards for this particular epoch. So how can you earn from this? Well, you can earn firstly by providing liquidity into these liquidity pools and earning a share of these Aerodrome rewards by being a yield farmer and earning the yield that is allocated to that specific pool every given week. And then furthermore, you can track how that particular pool is performing in terms of how much emissions and AERO tokens are being allocated to that specific pool week over week. So if you see a big jump in the amount of emissions that are being allocated to a specific pool, it means that for the preceding epoch, it is likely going to have a higher earning potential and a higher APR as long as the staked total TVL in that pool does not increase too much. So yield farming on Aerodrome, very lucrative. Right now, there's huge amounts of incentives going on with all of these reward APYs. Again, this won't be around forever. You know, they're incentivizing more people to add liquidity and put their capital into the base ecosystem and more specifically into Aerodrome. So these incentives and these rewards certainly won't last forever. But at this moment in time, here, August, September 2024, there is a lot of potential for you to be yield farming, earning these rewards and earning very healthy APRs on a day over day, week over week, month over month, and yearly basis. As always, if you enjoy the content on the channel, please make sure to smash that thumbs up button below. Hit that subscribe button as well. And if you want to get notified about similar videos, smash that bell notification icon. And as always, don't forget to grab your free copy of The Rise of Bitcoin. It's going to be linked down in the description below. Grab it while it's free. It's my gift to you, and we'll catch you in the next one.